everyone, welcome back to my channel True Crime and Trials, where I discuss true crime and trials. My name's Lindsay and I'm back with more Durst trial coverage, and next up is the movie All Good Things. Alongside it will be Bob with his commentary. So Bob says he heard about the film through a Google alert that told him they were filming it. So then a clip from the film is shown which shows Kathy and her family, and Bob says that's the one of the major regrets in his life, the way he treated her family. And he says he even talked about making love to Kathy in front of her mother and the kids while they were at the dinner table. He says that Kathy had trouble making friends at medical school because everyone was incredibly sophisticated and smart. When Kathy and Bob would go to her parents or something like that, they would agree a time limit on how long they would be there for, then they would leave. He says it's been reported that he either dragged her out by her hair or he grabbed her by her hair and a big chunk came out. He then says either one is close enough. God, he just sounds like such a scumbag, I swear. He thought that Kathy getting a lawyer would force Bob to let her do more of the things she wanted, or maybe get him to have a child with her. That's why he thought she got a lawyer. He says the fight that he had when Kathy climbed out of the window into, the next door's apartment is accurate. He can't understand why she would climb out of the window and not go to the door. He can't remember what the fight was about, and it shows the murder of his dog Igor, and we all know he doesn't like how the film depicts that. He says he would never do that. He has no idea why Maurice Black's head was never found. He says everything was dumped with everything else. I mean, he's so blasé when he's talking about this. It's just bizarre. Then they play more interviews after the All Good Things, and Bob says that his and Susan's relationship was purely platonic, and he doesn't think Susan had any love interest in him. I think he's wrong. I think she did, but I think she knew that nothing would ever happen. He says he just kept treating Kathy's family worse and worse and worse, and he would get nastier and nastier. He says, I mean, from what he said, he was just utterly vile to them, and that they were nothing but welcoming to him. When he grabbed Kathy and dragged her out of her parents' house, it was because she wasn't doing what they'd agreed with the time limit that they had agreed prior. The same with her getting pregnant. Both agreed they didn't want kids, and then she gets pregnant. And the time that he grabbed Kathy and dragged her out by her hair, he was surprised that her brother didn't stop him, and he says if he had done, he probably would have left it and gone home. Honestly, I was surprised at that no males that were there didn't stop that. I mean, why would you just stand and watch someone dragging someone out by the hair? He says Kathy changed from the person he met when she had the abortion. I mean, isn't that to be expected? He says he met Kathy at a party of Stuart Altman's, and he thinks Stuart knew someone from her family. Bob says that to take her mind off wanting a baby, Kathy became consumed with medical school. He says by 1981 their lives were half arguing, fighting, slapping, pushing and wrestling. He says the fight they had when she climbed out of the window was a mini fight. The fact she climbed out of the window made it into a bigger one. No mention of a gun or anything. He thought that by reporting Kathy missing, then that would be that. He didn't think about all the questioning that would come with it. He understands why people can't understand how he didn't play a role in Kathy's demise. So in one clip, Bob says on the night Kathy disappeared, there was an argument and some pushing and shoving, but then in another clip, he says he didn't say that. Now they play the audio of Bob in the restroom with the words up on the screen. So it goes as follows, and this is all what Bob's saying. So he says he's going to use the restroom. Then it says, there it is, you're caught. You're right, of course, but you can't imagine. They want to talk to him. That's good. I find them very frightening and I do not want to talk to them. I don't know, the washer. Well, I don't know what you expected to get, but the rest of, and then the rest is unintelligible. I don't know what's in the house. Oh, I want this. Killed them all, of course. I want to do something new. There's nothing new about that. What a disaster. He was right, I was wrong. And the burping. I'm having difficulty with the questions. What the hell did I do? So if you watch the Jinx, you know, you don't hear all this and you only hear certain things. I mean, it's still bad. But when it's put in this context, it just sounds like utter gibberish, and it's just the inner workings of Bob's mind just muttering to himself. So yes, it sounded a lot worse on the Jinx compared to what it sounds like here. So let me know what you think about that. It just, you know, makes it sound a lot different. So there we go. I will be back with the hours of Nick Chavin's testimony in the next video. So until then, bye for now.